left open, but the thing to remember, Patient Time, is the first pick was Lulu that we've seen lane very well into LeBlanc, so it's kind of a blocker until SKT committed on a mid laner, and now it's Orianna. You do...
Smart start from Flash. Was Peanut actually going to recall as well after make that blue action now? Bottom left, Wolf in trouble. He'll force the burner. Shorter wants it. Flash orders but can't get the kill now. Betty cutting back on the bangs. He needs a few more autos. Bang. Flash is in. That's first blood for SKT.
Insane amount of aggression already. Looting Flash for an ult attack that was never going to kill. Caster's bot lane though.
No sums here, so they may have overstayed. Flash forward there. Wolf is going to be the target. There's damage back. Caster finally grabs the trade.
Big by Karsa. He still... They need to make things happen in the side lanes.
They got bang! Oh no, he's backwards and that's Sorta gonna root him down. Shot coming out from Bernie. This should be a kill. Flash was with the outplay forcing the fight, but here's Maple. Now onto Wolf, gets the chain down. So much damage. Second chain lands and Flash was come alive.
SKT accept the losses. Bang with a very
aggressively trying to posture. Maple in as well. Arrow hits Bang again as Maple dash through the Flash up from MMD, but Faker 3-man took him out. Knock him a Bang gets exploded by Karsa, and that's almost all the damage. Maple is gonna move in now. Faker gets hooked by MMD. SKT fighting a 5v4 as best they can. Sorta takes a big chunk of damage. SKT looking to disengage.
That was a ton of damage into Bang right there. Doesn't use his shield, but that's because he thought he was going to be over shielded. The fight continues.
Huni now caught by MMD, but the Polymorph is going to keep the Nautilus away. But now Hook planted onto Huni. Benny laying arrows into the back of Shen. Wolf, this doesn't have any more protection, but Ivan does as he runs back to Peanut. Flash Wolves though,
after using his E.
Maple in again. Peanut now going to be the one rooted up. Flash ball, but Maple lands another long-range chain. This goes over into the rim of Carter. Flashes instantly. The Flash Wolves out for blood. Peanut dead.
The Flash Wolves' aggression is really getting them advantage.
As Flashes are collapsing, MMD coming in for the right-hand side. Maple is going to fight.
Join.
He's going to flash it out. Maple getting in there, but there's the death touch on. Bang does take out Sorta. SKT may have just defended Maple. Getting a caught. He's forced to flash the Sorta away, but Faker chasing in. Needs one more auto. Gets it now. MMD back with the blast code into SKT. Going to flash out of the way, but Faker going to keep chasing. Recall lands from Peanut. MMD. He's tanky, but it's not enough. There's SKT with the team fight.
And listen, that's their way of forcing you. Throw down Daisy in the mid lane, and you force the other team to come to you.
Shut down from Bang.
This fight was so much better from Bang. Had to flash defensively.
Withstand and not get starved out in vision by the Flash Wolves. Flash Wolves were hesitating for a second in the way they collapsed. They stick around a little bit too long in the mid lane and allow Bang to get out a lot of poke so that they can't all focus Bang at the same time. And now SKT them set up. They're teleporting in with the block, trying to get that initiation this time.
Bang ulted up again, but the shield should be able to keep him alive. He's got no other stuns, but Maple trying to do damage on the other side. Wildgrowth burnt on Wolf, but SKT just has too much strength here. MMD fighting in the middle, but Daisy's going to knock him up. There's too much here, so Redemption's going to heal him for a little while longer. Shield isn't enough to keep him alive. Peanut actually gets last hit credit, and now Bang just straightforward with the Lulu playing up.
And unless Flash Wolves is splitting SKT up, this 5-man team composition is immensely effective. You can see even with some of the catches and making Wolf ult himself on Lulu, Bang's still full health and pushing forward.
It's also very optimistic to actually choose the time to engage, which, as you say, it's not necessarily the best route to play when the Baron buff is being written by SKT. They already have it, they're already putting it to good use. That's the base broken. And SKT, after so many sidesteps, so much great play from the Flash Wolves, the result looks like it'll still say SKT 1-0.
They're not done, and Maple doesn't have his TP, so SKT are actually going to go for the Nexus turret here. Carter gets caught out. That's a kill again for Bang. Rooney moves forward, tries to find Betty, but Betty's going to kite back. Stands United, though, going to keep Bang himself alive, and he's just laying shots into the back. Ace in the whole block by Sorta. Faker forces the flash with a shockwave. Nexus turret number 2 down. As now the Nexus is exposed, and SKT in one fell swoop may well end this game. Maple polymorphed up, dead to Huni, as Huni now get wild growth up so they can finish the rest of the fight. Betty is tickling the tanks in the front line, and SKT just will not be stopped. Sorta trucked out into oblivion, and that's going to be game 1, SK Telecom.
It was over right when it started for SKT. As soon as they started pushing that mid lane down.
He loves to show us new picks. Lucian, not this time. It's going to be Cassiopeia.
Saw this matchup quite a lot right at the end of LCK as another option into the LeBlanc. I think every region kind of has a go-to pick.
Even every ounce of combat stat he can get. And Faker has gone for that tier. His Casa been fished up there by Huni. Damage coming in. This looks like first blood. Ignite is there. Goodbye, Casa.
MMD lost control of that top lane.
Maybe something can be done. Was on a recall as it built for the cover.
Something can be done.
Oh no, he can! O'Neal to Maple Chain. He's good with that force to fly. Whoops in here as well. It's a party in the mid lane, and bang, gets a second kill.
Yeah, when Faker draws the reinforcements, when you've got the stealth from the Twitch, this
for the damage to neutral objectives. No one is leaving their lanes for fear of dying. So an easy pickup there is MMD. Maybe gonna get soloed here. Caster in the ignite, and the dot damage is enough. Huni burns one down. Caster too late.
Well, if the
Try and take a turret flash. We're going to trade, but the fish could stop it all. Betty eaten up by Sorta, but it actually gets a double knockoff as a result. First turret finally down. Huni just buying a bit of time. He gets surrounded by MMD. Damage going to come out. There's the exhaust down. Going to get eaten by the big fish. Perhaps Huni leaping away and clears the wave as a result. Still moving through. Nimble fighter helping as he cuts through the minion wave. Huni on a killing spree. Varus taking too many minions, and Huni is going to try and execute. No, shut down barely. Timer not there.
How did Betty die at the end of that?
is becoming that complete player, and when you're a complete player on SKT, you're a winner.
Well, it looks like someone snuck in. It is Caster on the top side. Taunt's going to land off the Huni, but I'm not going to got enough damage. Fish does go wide there, so now he's going to have to Urchin strike back to that minion. Flash forward from Caster. Ulti is going to miss despite the cancel. Playable trickster away. Ward in the front. Stand United just to be sure. Caster gets the kill.
Getting plus the Rift Herald buff for Huni, so SKT actually pretty happy to keep this map spread out. When you see the Vamp Scepter on Huni, you know there's no way he's going for a team fight biz right here. He's really just trying to dominate that 1v1 versus Shen.
Well, it looks like they're going to chase Maple, who's on the wrong side of the map. Dashes over to the wall, might be looking for an execute at this point. Needs to make it all the way to the fountain laser without getting tagged. Maple.
One spell.
Peanuts is lining up the last one. He's trying to trick. Oh, he finally got hit. Maple gives it up. He's like, all right, I'll fight you. Peanuts like, yep, I'll grab that one.
I actually see some pings over onto
the entire Flashwolves team. They pushed him back. Look at this Baron drop.
Wolf's just going to zone them out of the way. The rest of the team finished it already dead before Flashwolves get anywhere close. And now SKT going to leap into action. Caster, ulti's away, fake a flash. Ulti's just for the souls. Benny gets a nice chain now, but Peter prompts the Ragnarok, goes straight into Benny as Wolf exhausts the Varus, and Maple just trying to keep them down. MMD will be the sacrifice. Faker grabs his first kill of this game.
And this is why SKT has low kill participation percentages.
Smile as an analyst, but picks up the scoreline. Scoreline ruined now. Sorry, Faker.
Well, Sorta, good pluck again. Manages to prevent his teammate from dying. Huni, who is running a rampage here. 1v3 on this inhibitor. Might just try and take it and win them, but Betty's going to be the first target. Ignite is done. Betty burns the flash. Huni does not care. Gets a 1v3 kill. Might get out or get another kill, but SKT, the rest of them now. A call to arms to reinforce. Caster dead to Wolf as he gets him with a Q. Sorta just mouths under all the damage, and Faker leaps towards the fountain to barely miss getting Maple.
We have seen some crazy games this tournament. We have seen Peanut pick up 14 kills in 11 minutes, and still this game surprises me the most. Faker's performance, outstanding. They're looking to dive the fountain, you know, whatever, and end the game.
I mean, the first game ended pretty quickly. This one's going to be even faster. SKT going to take down yet another Nexus and push Flashwolves to the limit.
2 Barons in 2 games, and they end the game while they have the Baron by Xie's Lucian for the rest of the game. So he wants a do-over on that one. It could also be another one of those situations where SKT is now up 2-0, so they want to save whatever reveal they would have for the next game.
We're not in this tournament. Fitness tournament might have picked it up. And speaking of Caster,
now Caster's looking for a hit, but Faker does have the subs. Already flashes out of the way, but
they have the angle on him.
Faker just has to keep running. Bot lane's pushing. That's bad news.
Ezreal or Karma could collapse onto Faker. He is dead.
Maple wants to try and take it down, but Faker's going to buy as much time as he can. Faker still has a barrier. Might just hold a root call away, and first blood goes to Maple.
Oh, we've seen this story before.
Game will be largely judged on vision. You know, vision is the big factor. We talked about the Flashwolves did have the advantage on very much in history as trading continues in bot lane. You imagine they're going to disengage, but here we go.
A little support or combo, but Betty tunked out on the other side. Caster, he's actually joined in now. Wolf going to get rooted and be forced to flash root call. It goes a little wide, dashes to a minion. I think he's trying to get out of the way, but Caster taking too much damage. Bang gets a kill in a 2v3. Peanut going to join the party. Betty zooms out of the way. He's got his flash, forced to burn it there, but now Sorta took damage on the back end. No die from Peanut, but so much for.
Certainly has been more about the counter ganking for Peanut. He has had plenty of kills, but not necessarily first blood.
Well, they just keeps fighting though. Bang and Wolf in another 2v2. Exhaust is down. Bang getting jungle and needs to get a little further forward. Bang taking a little too much damage. Tries to flash out of the way, but Betty. Oh my God! Missing shot. Bang! Dodging it. The heal is up. Cost gets down, and Betty not gonna get it. Bang!
The outplay right there by Bang and Wolf.
Peanut to put the exclamation point as well.
Exactly, the fatal damage could have come through in there. Carson.
He's getting burned down, already dies. Faker actually gets the kill. Shockwave gonna miss. That's a rare one, but MMD in there peanut.
All that has happened. Now Carson getting jumped on.
Bang, another ambush started up. RuPaul's gonna land for the stun. Hooney TP'd around for a kill. Bang's gonna get another one.
This is just SKT adding insult to injury right there. He's waiting for Betty to push up. Again, forcing the Arcane shift back. They manufacture fights.
Maple back in, but Faker here with the barrier flash and the Shockwave. Maple gonna flash it. Really wants to go in, but Peanut into defend already. He'll get burnt. Peanut, huge damage and Faker shuts it down with a dissonance.
Ball location was the last thing.
Level 11 because they hit such tremendous power spikes when compared to what the Galio and Lucian hit at level
10. Flashes forward, Wild Growth in there. Goodbye, Maple. There's your initiation, Jet.
Hey, we talked about getting next to someone in Lulu Ulting. That's one way.
Playing much, but somehow they're ridiculously far ahead. Bang again onto Betty, getting aggressive. Venom Cast goes in. Pig's helping out. Redemption might have been enough to save him. Not in range with the Contaminate, so Betty lives this time. Bang back on there, but he's frontlining with the Wild Growth on him. As Bang bursts the ultimate. Maple though, oh, the calling. He's not going to get, not going to get blocked as Wolf takes a lot of damage on the other side. Bang, looking to get sniped, but Betty does take a Wolf now. Bang going down, flash roll, signs of life, finally.
All the time, a Rumble is pushing, but that's a play.
TP down towards Betty. Got Wolf behind him as well. Betty already going to get taken down. Elan's over the top, and Wolf going to get himself a kill in the game. Betty turned into a critter. Betty autos the trinket, and Wolf.
That was like one of those games of SKT knows exactly how to play around it.
Bang at it again. Maple gonna get ultied up as Bang just turns it on. Damage is more than enough.
Submarine plays have begun. Don't even need a Shen to take out SKTs. It's so little initiation. Speaking of initiation,
Two-man Shockwave. Hooney flashes over. Walker on the top of it. Then it's gonna go straight forward. Hooney does go down in the struggle. For the tower, they will get MMD flashes forward, looking for a follow-up, but has to get up.
That's not an SKT style.
Well, they'll just take the Baron instead. They got more than enough damage for this on Caster with a smite. Might make it happen. It's already too late, though. Polymorph just for good measure. And SK
as our Nexus turret, sorry, inhibitor turret.
Bold ultimate from Betty. Being immobile for a second with Faker right there, but they have to clear the waves. Have to do something. Shockwave gonna threaten. MMD gonna look for a taunt. Gets three people. Maple gonna turn it back around. Faker low, but he doesn't go down yet with the shields. MMD. Ulti's back on the Maple, but the Shockwave's gonna seal MMD's fate. Hooney diving into the backline, trying to take a Caster as Pino grabs a double there with Maple going down. SKT gonna look to end it all.
That's both solo laters down for Flash Wolves. We talked about that timer. They're right on time.
Timer looking good so far, and SKT gonna look for this burst Nexus turret. Second in a fall pretty soon here as they TB back in with Hooney. Daisy mounting his back opens up, and the swell of pressure has built into a wave that looks, the force of which looks to cleave Flash Wolves straight into. They will sweep the Flash Wolves, they will defend their MSI championship, and they will do what they have always done, achieve victory.
And also removing any doubt of someone maybe having an edge sometimes on SKT, because Flash Wolves were 4-2 against them coming into this. Some people were whispering, oh, maybe Flash Wolves is SKT's kryptonite. No, they are not they are not the kryptonite for SKT here. Total dominance in a 3-0.
And David versus Goliath is so often the case when you take to the rib against SK Telecom T1, and it feels like every tournament, every LCK match day, you need to anoint a new David because Goliath keeps rolling.